Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Let's address the mess that were the Grammy nominations this year, shall we? So the Grammy nominations were out last week on Friday. I could not see them. I was actually leaving for university at the very moment they were being released. I was attending a ceremony in which I won an award, so it was something very important. I could not possibly postpone it or, God forbid, not go to it. But as I said, I was leaving home. My friend started texting me, and I remembered because I had forgotten the Grammy nominations were up on Friday, and they started coming, and my friend started texting me, and I couldn't escape them. As I was in the train, I was scrolling past my Instagram feed, and I was seeing all the congratulations and the thank yous and whatnot, and I could not escape that. I saw it. I saw it. It was right in front of me. It was here. I saw it. I'm sorry, but I saw it. And actually, I think it was very good that I saw it, because I get to sit here now, almost 1 week later, and discuss them properly outside the heat of the moment, because I did need quite some time to get used to it and process everything I wanted to see. So in a way, I think, and this is one of the very few ways that I do believe, for I do very strongly believe, that it's best that this is a review and not a reaction. So let's go through some of the categories. I actually haven't seen all of them. I mostly follow pop pages, so mostly I've seen pop categories, so there might be some surprises here. But I don't cover every category, I just cover the ones I like. I'm gonna say the one I wish won and the one that's probably going to win. So, and then February we'll check and to see how wrong or right I was. So yeah, let's go. So it starts off with several classical categories. I like classical music, but I don't follow classical music. Opera, orchestral, instrument, arrangement, yada yada yada. I see here, Best Engineered Album, Non-Classical, Caroline Polachek, Desire, I Want to Turn It to You. Keep this name in mind, I have something to say about it later on. Here, Best Music Video, I'm Only Sleeping by the Beatles, I didn't even know that was out. What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish. Okay, Count Me Out, Kendrick Lamar. Rush, Troye Sivan, and In Your Love, Tyler Childers. This one, let's start on a good note, shall we? Let's start discussing the good. So why not address the best, which was Rush being nominated for Best Music Video. I absolutely do strongly believe that Rush is the best music video of the year. I was very sad to see not being nominated at the VMAs other than Song of the Summer. In fact, I think it was, to be fair to MTV, I think it was released before the eligibility period. So I won't, go against MTV, because I think it was released before the eligibility period, in which case its nomination for Song of the Summer was good enough. But to see it here, this one caught me 100% off guard. To see Rush nominated for Best Music Video at the Grammys, especially after Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X wasn't nominated last year. This is a surprise, and a surprise for the best. I do not know if it's the one that's going to win, because the Grammys tend to be very unpredictable in this category, both in its nominations and especially in its wins. It doesn't generally mean anything. It doesn't generally go alongside everything else. So I don't know what's gonna happen here, but they could give to Billie, because it's Billie. She has what, 8, 9 Grammys already or something. Or it could go to Kendrick. They also quite like Kendrick. It could go to the Beatles, who haven't released music in forever. Or it could go to Troye, because Troye hasn't gotten any Grammy, and until last Friday he didn't have any nominations at all. plural because he has another one, and we'll discuss that in a moment. So I'm just gonna say my prediction is the same as my wish, which is Troye Sivan's Rush. It's the best music video of the year. It's the best music video of the decade. And it's one of the best music videos I watched in my entire life. And I grew up on Lady Gaga, baby, so I know music videos. Okay, this one. When I saw this, I thought I was reading Best Comedy Album, because this is a joke. 4 songs from the Barbie motion picture, and what's more, the worst part of it, Barbie World. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice featuring Aqua. What the fuck is this? Okay, What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish, Dance the Night, Dua Lipa, Barbie World, Lift Me Up, Rihanna, I'm Just Ken, Ryan Gosling. So I don't even know. What the fuck is Barbie World doing here? I understand Barbie was the film of the year. They have very strong chances of winning lots of awards, both at the Grammys, but also at the Oscars, Golden Globes, BAFTAs, SAG Awards, you call it, Critics' Choice, anything. It was loved by critics and public alike, and even people who aren't that into film liked it because the soundtrack was good. Yes, it was. I won't disagree with it. But Barbie World... The song fits, mind you, best song written for visual media. The song doesn't play a role in the film. It's the first song after the credits. Let's start at that, okay? It's the first song after the credits. It doesn't mean anything for the film other than the fact it's the first song after the credits. Dance the Night is from a specific moment. I'm Just Ken is from a specific moment. What Was I Made For is from a specific moment. I did not watch Black Panther. I'm not gonna comment on it. Personally, I don't like Lift Me Up. I think it's a terrible comeback for Rihanna. I think it's one of her worst songs of all time. She's a great ballad girly, but not this song. Not Black Panther, considering the original Black Panther had one of my favorite songs of all time, which is All the Stars by SZA and Kendrick Lamar. And we got this next. Anyway, it's no wonder why it lost the Oscars, and I do so hope it loses again, because, okay. Still, what the hell is Barbie World doing here? Not only is it not a good song, it also doesn't stand for anything in the film, and also, it samples Barbie Girl by Aqua. Last year, Doja Cat could not compete with Vegas because of its sample of Elvis Presley's Hound Dog. So why can Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice run now with a feature for Barbie Girl? What are the criteria here? What's going on? Why does it benefit Nicki and Ice Spice but it doesn't benefit Doja Cat? What changed in between these two songs' releases? Does anyone have an answer? I've been looking forward to hearing it. I haven't found it. Anyway, my prediction is actually What Was I Made For? It's not what I want to win. The one I wanted to win this is I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling, because it's such an interesting take and it's such a film type of song, and it was written for that specific part and it's sung by Ryan Gosling. I know it's best song written for visual media, so they don't really care about the singers, but people care more about the writers. But I think it would be a great choice if they did that, and I definitely think it's one of the standout songs in the discography and the soundtrack of the album. So it's what I want to win. Is it who it's going to win? Probably not. I think it's going to What Was I Made For or Dance the Night, because of the video that she's writing the lyrics on top of the scene. So yeah, maybe that could gain in some votes, but I think it's going to What Was I Made For, and I wish, however, that it went to I'm Just Ken. Oh! Oh! This is interesting! Score soundtrack for video games. Oh yeah, right! Assassin's Creed Valhalla won last year! Time to pull out my gamer! Okay. Ben McCreary, God of War Ragnarok, Stray Gods, role-playing musical, Hogwarts Legacy, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Alright. Well, my prediction, these are some very great selections. I haven't played Stray Gods, but I have listened to, I've watched some videos of it and listened to the songs. It's great material. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I don't know if this should be here. I'll be quite honest with you guys, I don't know if this should be here, but my prediction is God of War Ragnarok. God of War has had some of the best soundtracks of any video game franchise ever since at least God of War 2, but you might even go as far as to say God of War 1. I personally haven't played God of War 1 in quite some time, ever since my PS2 days, so I won't go make that claim, but God of War 2, that's for sure. I played God of War 2 in my PS3 as well. So yes, I think and I wish God of War Ragnarok, they are going to take it. Oh! Score soundtrack for visual media, Barbie. They're up against some great contenders. Oppenheimer, okay, Barbieheimer at the Grammys as well, sure, why not? Oppenheimer, The Fablemans, I quite like The Fablemans, and I like the soundtrack as well. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, it's one of my favorite franchises of all time. In fact, I think it is my favorite franchise of all time. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I haven't watched it. And okay, Barbie. Well, this could go two ways. It could either go the traditional type of way, which is what the Oscars usually go for, and the Grammys as well. I mean, Joker, for instance, it won Best Soundtrack. I think they could go that way, or they could do something fun, something different, and go with Barbie. That would not only feed into the whole Barbenheimer thing that's been a cultural phenomenon this year, but it would also show us that the Grammys, these more traditional institutions like the Recording Academy, are willing to open their eyes, or rather their ears, to something new. So I think they could really do that here. Is it what I'm tempted to say? Personally, yes. Reasonably, probably not. But yeah, my prediction is Barbie. It's my prediction, and it's who I want to win. So yeah. Compilation soundtrack. I only watched Barbie the album, so I'm not gonna comment on this one. Oh, I think Carol here has an awesome chance. I hadn't seen some of these categories, as I said, and this one is one of them. Best Música Urbana album. Carol G, Mañana Será Bonito, Raúl Alejandro, Saturno, and Tiny. Ugh, data. Okay, that's all the comment I have for Tiny. I think actually, since Bad Bunny isn't here, Karol G has an outstanding chance at winning the Grammys. Is it my prediction? Raúl Alejandro is a strong name, but yeah, I would say so. Karol G is my wish and my prediction. So, I do so hope she wins that. It would be great. Let's keep going. Gospel, Christian, roots, folk, contempt, bluegrass, Americana, American roots, Americana, roots, country. Oh, Morgan Wallen. Alright. Country. Oh, Dolly Parton. Lovely. Musical theater. Instrumental. Traditional pop. Tony Bennett isn't here anymore. God rest his soul. Jazz. Poetry. Rap. Could I comment on this? I know. Right. I know. Yeah. Don't know if I should comment on this one. I know 3 out of 5. I don't have a prediction actually. I have a wish, which is attention. The Songwriter Award, right? Yeah, this is not happening. My prediction is Scientists and Engineers. I think since it's best rap song and not best rap solo performance, in which Doja is nominated, by the way, I think it's more likely to go to a song like Scientists and Engineers. But watch out for Attention. I quite liked it, song-wise, lyrically-wise. So it could happen. Oh yeah, right! Right, they created this one, melodic rap, in which Attention is nominated. Yeah, see here, Best Alternative Music Album. And Caroline Polachek isn't nominated. You know what? As I said, we are going to discuss that in a moment. Alternative rock. This is shocking. It's a very good song. It's my favorite song in the album lyrically. I do so hope it wins. I did not listen to any of the other songs here, therefore I don't think I can give a prediction, but fuck it. I want this one to win. It's my favorite song lyrically in the entire album, so I'm surprised to see it being here. I'm surprised mostly that Olivia was recognized as a rock and roll artist, which I think she is in a way. So this is one of the cases that I think the nomination is a win. I'm not Olivia. I'm not the person to say, oh, the nomination is a win. But personally, this is one of the cases in which the nomination should be the win, because it's great to have it being recognized here. Metal, rock, dance, electronic album. Yeah, this one we no longer care about because we have this one. This is the one in which I think the Grammys got it perfectly well. BB Rex and David Guetta, 1 in a Million. Calvin Harris featuring Ellie Goulding, Miracle. David Guetta, Anne-Marie and Coi Leray, sorry. Baby Don't Hurt Me. Kylie Minogue, Padam Padam, and Troye Sivan, Rush. This is the first time they have this category, so I don't know what exactly they're trying to go for here. If they're more catering towards dance or pop, which side of pop dance recording are you trying to go here? Are you focusing on the production? Are you focusing on the artist singing performances? Are you focusing what here? I can see this going to 1 in a Million because David Guetta has been a sweetheart of the Academy ever since 2010 when he won Best Remix for Revolver, which is a song of Madonna's. I could see this go to Miracle because Miracle is one hell of a song. I can see this going to Rush if they don't award Rush in Best Music Video. And I could see this going to Kylie Minogue. Honestly, Kylie is my obvious choice here. I think everybody knows that I loved Padam Padam when I first heard it. It is my most viewed video in the channel by a large margin. And it's my most listened to song of 2023, and the year isn't even over. It's my favorite of the 5 nominees. However, I won't be mad, and this is the thing, this is what's great here. I won't be mad if any song wins. I would love to see Ellie Goulding with a Grammy. I would love to see Anne-Marie with a Grammy. I would love to see Bibi Rexha with a Grammy. I would love to see Troye Sivan with a Grammy. And like it or not, Kylie Minogue already has a Grammy. So I kind of feel bad to be cheering for the only artist here, the only song here that would give the award to someone that already has the award. But at the same time, it's my favorite song. So I think I'm being quite fair in saying that my prediction and my wish is Padam Padam. Mostly because this category has never been awarded before and I have no idea what they're going for here. Based on the result of this one, my prediction next year may be different from my wish, but right now I am combining these two because I love Padam and I would love to see Kylie winning a Grammy. Another one while I am alive and watching, because the last time she won a Grammy I was 1 year old. Like, please. Dance. Okay, I think now we're into the pop field. Now we have a lot to discuss. So yeah. Best pop vocal album. Ed Sheeran, Subtract. Kelly Clarkson, Chemistry. Miley Cyrus, Endless Summer Vacation. Olivia Rodrigo, Guts. Taylor Swift, Midnight. One, surprised to see Kelly here. She's a Recording Academy sweetheart, so it's not surprising that it's here, but I would say it's unexpected. I did not see this nomination coming, yet it happened. Ed Sheeran, what are you doing here? He just sneaked into this category as if nobody would see him. I mean, please. In a year with The Loveliest Time, in a year with Higher Than Heaven, in a year with so many great albums. You could argue Desire, I Want to Turn Into You could be here. I would 100% make room, take any of these albums out, other than Guts, to make room for Jessie Ware's That Feels Good. But, you know what? I don't see Kelly winning, I don't see Ed winning. I see Taylor winning for her year, but I wish it wouldn't happen because it's her worst album of all time. I do see Miley winning. I do not think she should, honestly, for the entire album. It's not that good. I feel like most of her nominations this year were especially in the album categories, were sort of trying to make up for the fact there were no nominations for Plastic Heart whatsoever, which is the best album. And I'm not one for makeup nominations, especially when the nomination isn't even that good. So yeah, my prediction is Midnight by Taylor Swift, because it's Taylor Swift and critics really like the album actually. My wish is Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. I am sure it's my favorite album of the bunch, but I think that even from more of an objective point of view, it's the best album among here, all of them. So yeah, then again, I would so wish to see so many other artists nominated in this category, but alas, we are talking about the Grammys. Pop duo / group performance. Labyrinth and Billie Eilish, Never Felt So Alone. Lana Del Rey and Jon Batiste, Candy Necklace. Miley Cyrus and Brandy Carlisle, 1000 Miles, SZA and Phoebe Bridgers, Ghost in the Machine. And Taylor Swift featuring Ice Spice, Karma. This is a joke. This entire category is also a joke. Candy Necklace, lots of people love it. Personally, I think personally, it's the worst song in the album. And it's in fact the only song in the album that I do not like. I cannot stand. If they wanted to give Lana an award, they might as well have nominated her alongside Taylor Swift for Snow on the Beach, which, by the way, should be Taylor's nomination in this category, not Karma featuring Ice Spice. Ice Spice should have been here with Boys a Liar Part 2, with Pink Pantheress. I could easily make a case for Lato's Big Energy featuring Mariah Carey and DJ Khaled. Why not? Why not? And Jesus Christ, this is a mess. I don't know what 1,000 Miles is doing here. Personally, I have never listened to this song of Labyrinth and Billie Eilish. I wasn't aware Billie had dropped any song apart from What Was I Made For this year. This one literally did no impact whatsoever. So yeah, my prediction is, with all that being said, my prediction is Never Felt So Alone because it's Billie Eilish. My wish, honestly, this is the most underwhelming category I ever seen at the Grammys. I have no wish because there is not a single song here in which I feel a particular type of way towards. So I would say Candy Necklace, not because of the song, but because of the video and because of Lana Del Rey's career. It's about fucking damn time she gets a Grammy. She's recognized as the huge fucking artist that she is right now. So yeah, that's who I want to win. In fact, I think I phrased it correctly. That's who I want to win, not what I want to win, because I don't think it's a good song. I don't think any of these songs are particularly good, or at least not Grammy winner type of good. And this one is also a disappointment. Pop solo performance. What Was I Made For? Paint the Town Red, Flowers, Vampire, Anti-Hero. I think, and this is I think the main point I have to make in this entire video, I understand record labels push the singles for the Grammys because it's the ones that received airplay, streaming, download, and whatnot. It's the one that voters know. But it's the fucking Grammys. We are not talking about Billboard Music Awards here. This is not a charts type of award show. This is a quality type of award show. You should be submitting the best songs in the album, not the ones that were more popular. And forgive me for saying this, but Flowers isn't that good. Vampire isn't that good. Anti-Hero isn't that good. I mean, What Was I Made For? Sure, I wouldn't even have this here. To be quite frankly, I wouldn't. But it's Billie Eilish. They could not possibly not nominate her, so just leave it here, okay? Leave it here. But I would trade Flowers for River. I would trade Vampire for Bad Idea Right. I would trade Anti-Hero for Labyrinth. Easily. Easily. Who is going to win? Probably Vampire, because I can see it appealing to the voters. It is Olivia Rodrigo. She has won Grammys before in this particular category, even with the first song of hers, Driver's License. Who I want to win? Paint the Town Red, that's for sure. I don't have to think twice before answering this one. I think it's the most innovative of the one. Doja's a master of doing this, merging the singing voice with the rapping voice, and how this all comes together, and it's so effective, so well, so catchy, so lovely. And we are talking about performance, vocal performance, and I definitely think Doja Cat delivers with capital D in this one. So it's who I wish would win, not who I think it's going to win. I think it's going to Olivia Rodrigo with Vampire. Could go to Miley as well. I don't know, but I think it's going to Vampire. Songwriter, producer, best new artist. I don't know what Victoria Monet is doing here. Quite frankly, I don't know. The woman has a top 60 hit released in 2019 with Ariana Grande, so she wasn't exactly under the radar either. To say she broke into mainstream with her new album is a reach. I personally have never heard her new song that's nominated all over the categories here, so I don't know what she's doing here. But even most of all, I don't know why Sabrina Carpenter isn't here. The woman had Nonsense, the woman had Feather, the woman had Emails I Can't Send and Emails I Can't Send Forward. She opened for Taylor Swift. She's on the same level as fucking Gracie Abrams here, and I would even argue she is one step above. So why is she not nominated, but Victoria Monet is? I don't understand. I don't know. I genuinely do not understand anymore. I've given up on understanding the Grammys. Who I think it's going to win? I actually think Victoria Monet is going to take this over Ice Spice, because Victoria has been nominated for more categories than Ice Spice, so she has had more traction than Ice Spice. And Ice Spice had, for instance, Princess Diana, which could have been nominated for several categories, but wasn't. So that might mean something. I think she is going to win. She is my prediction. And I also don't feel any particular way towards any of these, so yeah, she's my wish as well, because she's a friend. She's friends with Ariana, and I love Ariana, so yeah, let's just go. Song of the Year. What Was I Made For? Dance the Night, Butterfly, American Whore. This one was also a surprise, and for the better. I'll get to it in a second. Flowers, Vampire, Kill Bill, and Anti-Hero. Song of the Year. Song. Mind you, what the first phrase that defines Song of the Year? A Songwriters Award. We are talking about lyrics here. Lyrics. With that being said, what is Dance the Night doing here, and why isn't it nominated a Record of the Year, in which it actually belonged? What is Anti-Hero doing here? I swear to God, if sometimes I feel like Come the Sexy Baby wins best lyric, it's going to be the worst winner of this category ever since I'm the Bad Guy, duh, 3 years ago. That would actually be a travesty. To have Taylor Swift be recognized as the great songwriter she is for Anti-Hero, when she's been nominated in this category for her works like Blank Space, Blank Space, Cardigan, and All Too Well, to have her being recognized for Anti-Hero would actually be a crime. I would actually riot. Flowers is my prediction. Why do I say that? One, because it's Miley Cyrus. She has never won a Grammy, and I think it's about time she does. And two, because this is the one nomination that I think Flowers should have gotten, and I am glad it did. It's got some of the best lyrics of the year. I think mostly I love the message of it. I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my own hand. I can love me better than you can. I think it's a great message. A message that has been sung and oversung, but I don't think it ever gets repetitive, and the fact the song achieved the success that it did just further proves that it's never too much to hear and to say these words. And I think it would be very good as a statement to be made by the Academy Award if this were to win Song of the Year. That is my prediction. That is not my wish. I do wish actually American Whore would win. I think American Whore is the quintessential Lana Del Rey song. Everything she has ever created throughout her entire image, ever since the Lizzie Grant days up until Did You Know That the Zatanna on the Russian Boulevard days, is contained in this song so well, and it was so masterfully crafted. And it's also about time we acknowledge Lana Del Rey as the great songwriter that she is. One of the best of her generation, I might even go as far as to say one of the best of all time. So it is my wish. But my prediction is actually Flowers, and I will not be mad at this win at all. Album of the year. Okay. I only heard half of these albums, basically. 5 out of 8. I did not know Janelle Monáe had released an album. I did not know Jon Batiste had already released an album. And I had no idea who Boy Genius is until I looked it up and I saw it's the group that Phoebe Bridgers is a part of. I didn't even know Phoebe Bridgers was a part of any group, but that's on me, I guess. They are nominated for quite a few awards. Do not be surprised to see it winning, especially now that I saw Best Engineered Album and I saw that it's nominated for Best Engineered Album. And that's always something to keep an eye out for, because albums like 24 Karat Magic and When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go went on to win Album of the Year after having won Best Engineered Album Non-Classical at the pre-award ceremony. So it could very much happen if they do go on to win Engineered Album, that is. It might not go to them, but anyway. Jon Batiste has already won Album of the Year for We Are 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It could happen. Janelle Monáe has yet to win a Grammy, I think, unless she was nominated alongside Fun. I don't know. Did you know that Desert Tunnel on the Ocean Boulevard is my wish? Personally, it's the best album among the nominees. Endless Summer Vacation, as I said, not that good of an album. SOS is a great album. Guts by Olivia Rodrigo is a great album. Midnights by Taylor. I'm sorry, you guys. It's the worst album of her career in my personal ranking. It's at the bottom. It's basic, it's boring, it did not grow on me. It only, in fact, diminished in me. So, can it win? Sure. It was loved by critics, loved by the audiences. But I do not want it to win. I don't think Midnight should be an Album of the Year, Grammy Award winner kind of album. I don't feel comfortable in having this album alongside Fearless and Folklore and 1989. I don't think Fearless, 1989, Folklore, Midnight is a good thing. She has material for having 4 Album of the Years. Personally, those would be Fearless, 1989, Folklore, and Evermore. I might actually take off 1989 and put Red instead. I would be very comfortable in having her win Album of the Year 4 times if these were the winners. But Midnight is not that kind of album. I'm sorry to say that it's not. My prediction, with all that being said, is Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. It's a very strong album. I loved it. Personally, critics loved it. Audiences loved it as well, which is always good. Not necessary. I mean, albums like Colors by Beck and Jon Batiste's We Are, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves, they all weren't the most successful in their careers, in their category, or even the most critically lauded in their categories. But they still went on to win. So it's very possible that The Age of Pleasure wins, or World Music Radio. As well, it is very possible that The Record wins if it wins Best Engineered Album. But my prediction is actually Guts. It would make sense to have Guts win this category. It would also make sense if Midnight won this category, but I don't even want to think about it. And generally, no, I think that between giving it to Guts and giving it to Midnight, I think the Recording Academy would give it to Guts. And of course, my wish is, did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard is one of my favorite songs of the, it's one of my favorite albums of the year, my second favorite album of her discography, next to No More Freaking Rockwell, which should have won this very same award 3 years ago. It would be a great way of making up to it, as well as a great way of acknowledging this album. So yeah, my wish, probably not gonna happen, probably going to Guts. Record of the year, I don't have much to say here, to be honest. My commentary still remains the same as Song of the Year. My prediction is What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish, because it's Billie Eilish, she has won this category twice already. I can definitely see it winning a third time. My wish is Kill Bill by SZA. It could win, and if it did win, I would love it, personally. It's my favorite among these. Then again, I would have easily swapped this for River, this for All American Bitch, and this one for Labyrinth. Production-wise, because this is Record of the Year, we are analyzing production. These three are the strongest ones, and I would have definitely added Dance the Night here. Again, don't know why it's in Song of the Year, but yeah, that was it. So mostly what I want to say, other than what I have already said, is that once again we have had several snubs. I think Troye Sivan's Rush should have been up for Record of the Year. I definitely think something of Carly Rae Jepsen's should have been in any category. Jessie Ware should have been in any category. Desire Want to Turn Into You should have been nominated for Album of the Year, or Best Alternative Album, or Best Pop Album, whatever they thought more fitting, over Ed Sheeran. What the fuck is he doing there? I do think Sabrina Carpenter should have been nominated for something. Where is Best Pop Solo Performance for Nonsense? Where is Best New Artist? I don't get it. I don't think Bobby Wood should have been nominated for as many awards that it was. If you wanted to give Nicki something, give it for Princess Diana. Give it for Last Time I Saw You. And lastly, I guess I just wanted to say that other than those two categories that I really complimented the Grammys for doing, music video and pop dance recording, which are probably going to be handled at the ceremony before the main awards event. Other than these two categories, not really looking forward to the Grammys, which is a shame. It used to be my favorite awards show. I'll be tuning into it to see who wins, to come here and discuss with you guys the day after the nominations are out, the wins are out. I will be watching it because performers I really like are probably going to perform there. But other than that, it's a very tough year personally. And what's worse is that it's artists that I really like, love even, being nominated for songs that couldn't have been the worst possible choice. So yeah, this is it for today, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. If you've got any other requests, please tell me. I'll be more than thrilled to react to them, as I always am. I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye.